Hello, I'm Matthew Malcolm with American Vineyard Magazine, reporting to you from the annual meeting of the Raisin Bargaining Association here today in Easton with the growers. With the announcement of Dwayne's retirement, we also got the announcement here of Harvey Singh as the new chairman of the board. Can you tell us about yourself?
Yeah, I am a second-generation farmer. My dad came in the country in 1965. We bought our first vineyard at the end of 1968, and so we've been farming since then until now.
So, what are the current trends going on in the raisin industry, and what as far as the work of the RBA is concerned?
Okay, well, basically, there's a lot of attrition. A lot of people are frustrated with the raisin business. A couple of reasons. One of the biggest reasons we just don't have adequate labor. And with the tightening of the borders, we've had to deal with the labor issues, and then we have to compete with the labor. And then the other thing is everything's gone so sky high, especially this year now with what's going to happen with the fertilizer, with the labor, with the electricity, perhaps no water, having to pump water out of your own ground. And then also, quite frankly, we just don't get the best returns for the raisins. I mean, granted, we might get 15, 18, up to 2,000 anytime and maybe sometime, but at the end of the day, it doesn't justify with the labor and the output to be in the business. You're better off using that land with water for something else and something that's a better grossing income crop, like nut crops that you can mechanically harvest, be it almonds, be it pistachios, even citrus. They take a longer time to ripen, so you don't have the immediate need for labor at crunch time, much like the raisins require.
So, as the new chairman of the RBA, what is your vision of the RBA in the future and securing the prices that growers need to keep farming?
Okay. Certainly, like anybody else, I mean, even though I've become a chairman, I'm still a director first and an RBA grower even before that. And the biggest thing that any of us need to be cognizant of the fact is that we're just volunteered raisin growers who come together under the heading of RBA, the Raisin Bargaining Association. My intent, like anybody else, is to get a fair price and to get the best price and the maximum price for the time and the situation. What we get or don't get is based on many external factors, and mostly it's in the hands of the processors, namely the packers, what they can get out of the market. Last year was a prime example. We had everything going our way. We had a light crop, we had a good winery price, we had less carry-in, less inventory, but unfortunately because of COVID to some extent and supply chain demand, we're having such a difficult time shipping our containers that they're having to hold that fruit here. So because they're holding the fruit here, they have more than what they need, and they're not going and buying out any excess right now, and also their sales are flat, so the demand is flat. So a lot of times we just raise the crop, but we cannot essentially predict the price, or we cannot demand the price. And we can demand, but we don't get the price we want at times because there's a lot of factors that are beyond our control. Yeah. As far as the outlook, I think it's still a viable crop in the valley, less acres and more utilization for hopefully in the domestic market. But at the end of the day, I'm still an optimistic guy. I still feel there's a niche market, and I still feel the ones who stay in it, they have to be at least 2+ ton. Hopefully they're 2.5 ton producers, because eventually the price will mandate that they have to be that many tons in order to be break even or be profitable. But I think there's a good future. We just have to put our best foot forward. And I'm telling the audience today that we have to do it as together. It's not a me thing with any of us. It's a we thing. And if we all work together, we all come together, we all put our best foot forward, us on the growing side, the directors, and certainly the processors, I think we can get somewhere. Hopefully it's a fair market for everybody, fair price.
Yeah, well, we certainly don't get anywhere not being united, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. This country, we stand united, we stay united, and we'll get somewhere. And this is the beauty of this country. It does give you a lot of options that other countries don't. You have a capitalist system. If for some reason you are not making money in the capitalist system, and if you're not making money in this crop, you have the freedom to go to another crop, and a lot of people are.
Well, we appreciate this new position that you've taken on, and it's a lot of work, and we look forward to seeing what you have to bring to the industry here.
Well,
thank you very much, and read more about these things in American Vineyard Magazine at Matthew Malcolm, CaliforniaAgNet.com.